हम लड़ रहे हैं अपने जम्मू कश्मीर के जो लोग हैं उनके हिफाजत के लिए।
Heroes are forged by the choices they make, not by the power they possess. I am right now here at Lethpora Training School here in Pulwama, where we are going to show how the raw courage is evolved into daring bravery. Here the individuals are honed to conquer their deepest fear, confront their weaknesses and to demonstrate their will to become commandos so that they can save motherland India. Gone are days when Jammu and Kashmir police were dependent on others for any kind of operation, but now it is heading towards Atmanirbharta, something that Prime Minister Narendra Modi keeps on stressing about. How this transformation has taken place, it's all because of the leadership quality. Because if the leaders are there to motivate and inspire the troops on the ground, definitely there is going to be a paradigm shift in the security strategy. Right now, I'm joined by Director General of Police, Mr. Rashmi Ranjan Swan. I'll be talking to him. Thank you for talking to Times, sir. How this Atmanirbharta you had been able to bring in Jammu and Kashmir Police and how it is going to make a difference?
Thank you, Pradeep ji. I think leadership always matters, but it is, I think, a combination of the overall policy framework within which a leadership can be able to implement. So I think at the outset, the paradigm policy framework change by the Government of India pertaining to the security management of Jammu and Kashmir is provided the bedrock, provided the foundation on the basis of which proactive leadership became functional. So what I am underlining is that it is the policy framework which comes first, and the leadership certainly is important because that then avails the conducive framework within which.
वेरी गुड शो। कितने दिन की ट्रेनिंग हुई है आपकी? एक महीने में अगर ये चाल है, ये शान है और ये निशाना है तो नामुमकिन है कि हम जंग में हारेंगे। पर हम लड़ किसके लिए हैं?
अपने देश के लिए सर।
शाबाश। और हम लड़ रहे हैं हम अपने जम्मू कश्मीर के जो लोग हैं उनके हिफाजत के लिए और उनकी खुशहाली के लिए। शाबाश।
Often during encounter, terrorists try to break cordon. They lob grenade and then they flee towards safer place. To overcome this challenge, a specialized training is being provided to commandos here in Lethpora Institute. And here also there, as you can see, the demonstration of the terrorists taking shelter inside one of the hutmen. And here you can see how these commandos will try to neutralize this terrorist who is hiding inside. After breaking cordon, the terrorist is hiding inside. Now, slowly and slowly, they are trying to get out this area so that the terrorist is not able to flee. Because they know if the terrorist manages to flee from this area, he is going to target more civilians or more brave hearts. So, they will risk their life. They will try to ensure that terrorist is neutralized at earliest. See, now let me show you the kind of the weaponry. One, you have seen already the training, how they crawled, they moved towards the region. Slowly they're trying to open fire. Basically, this is a speculative fire. They want that the terrorists to react. And now this is a sophisticated gun. With the help of this gun, they can take the corner shot. What is really important about this gun, it has got a camera. You can see they have tilted the barrel of this gun. That is tilted towards the window. You can tilt this. And now slowly they are tilting the barrel of this gun. And then with the help of the camera, they can see how many terrorists are holed up inside. This is a camera. Look at this camera. With this, they can see how many terrorists are holed up inside. So they get an exact picture of the terrorists inside, and accordingly now you can see they can open fire so that they can neutralize terrorists. And see, without getting exposed, they are not getting exposed. That way they can avoid a kind of a collateral damage. So it is a mix of hard training and also sophisticated weaponry that is being provided by Ministry of Home Affairs. They're trying to ensure that the cops who are involved in the counter-terror operation, they do not face any kind of a problem. There is no more collateral damage. They are able to neutralize terrorists at earliest, and they are able to go back to their respective barracks safely. And here you can see they will be now taking a corner shot, and slowly the other party that is hiding there, slowly they will try to encircle this area. Now they'll try to pass inside, and then they've opened fire, and you can see the terrorists have been eliminated. This is what really happens whenever the operation is conducted. Here it is a demo, but in a real operation, there is no second chance. So they have to be very careful. They have to be well trained, and see how they had been able to eliminate terrorists, and they have taken out the arms and ammunition which the terrorists were carrying with him. So sophisticated weaponry. Important is that hard training, that they had been converted into the fighting machine, and it is because of this fighting machine that many of the terror commanders have been neutralized, and many of their top brains have been neutralized. Let me show you. See, look at this. So when the operation is conducted, they are carrying with them this shield also. This is a bulletproof shield they are carrying with them, because it's an open area. There is hardly any boulder, there is hardly any tree where they can hide. So they are using these bulletproof shields, and behind this bulletproof shield they're hiding, and slowly they will be crawling and moving towards that house, and finally they'll be able to neutralize terrorists. And this training is really going to be very helpful for them once they are in real operation, when the real encounter is going on. Frequently our brave hearts come under barrage of gunfire, and that is the time when enemy has orchestrated ambush to target these brave men on duty. And see, in such a situation, how they lay an ambush, we are trying to show you, because they are being provided specialized training to lay an ambush so that they can neutralize those terrorists, and they're aiming at those terrorists who are hiding somewhere nearby. Not only that, besides trying to neutralize the terrorists, they're also trying to spot that potential terror threat, because the terrorists managed to flee from this area. Definitely they're going to target more innocent. So every day they risk their lives, because they stand like a rock. They take bullets on their body to ensure peace and prosperity in this region. In urban warfare, normally the terrorists are at dominating position. It's very difficult for the security forces to be inside the building because of the congested lane. To avoid any kind of a collateral damage, most of the time we have seen the helicopters are being used. And here you can see, with the help of the helicopter, these brave hearts have been dropped, and now they're slithering down the rope. And see, they're carrying out, conducting that operation, trying to neutralize terrorists who's holed up inside the building, because one, they have to flush out the terrorists, they have to neutralize them at earliest, and also to ensure that if somebody is being held hostage, used as human shield, they are also evacuated safely. So they are putting their life to risk just to save lives of the people. That's actually, in fact, one of the main things you can observe during the urban warfare. So specialized training is being provided to them. Not only that, it's not only about rescuing the people who have been held hostage by the terrorists, who are being used as human shield, but also to rescue their injured personnel. That is the kind of a training that's being provided to them. So they will be trying to evacuate also the injured personnel. They will try to immediately shift them to hospital. They will provide them first aid. So this is not only about fighting against terrorists, this is also about saving lives. So that really makes the life of Commando really challenging. The police force that was considered to be once a demoralized force, we have seen that there is a paradigm shift in their strategy. From the demoralized force to the firefighting machine, the fierce battle-hardened machine. And here you can see how they are dealing with terrorism, the kind of a training that is being provided. And more important is the leadership that inspires them, that motivates them every day, because we have seen that senior officers are there on the ground with their soldiers. That makes Jammu and Kashmir the best in the country, and that's one of the reasons that during the 26th January we have seen the most of the gallantry awards are won by the Jammu and Kashmir police. And here right now you can see it is not that easy, because when you are seeing something on the camera, you must be thinking that it's very easy. Come on the ground, and then only you will realize the kind of a difficulty, especially when the terrorist is holed up inside like a spider. they will be crawling down the building. And see, like a spider, they will be coming, slithering down with the help of this rope. They'll be coming down. They know that there is a terrorist inside. Any point of time, the terrorists will be opening fire on them. But they are not concerned about anything, because this is an unwritten commitment to the nation that at any cost, they'll be serving motherland India. At any cost, they'll be serving their own people. At any cost, they'll be ensuring peace and prosperity. So they are not the trigger-happy people. They are the one who have picked up gun only to save their own people, because already we have seen the 2 generations have been lost. They do not want the 3rd generation to be consumed because of the senseless violence that has been unleashed from across the border by Pakistan. And here you can see how they are crawling, putting their life to risk, slowly and slowly, slithering with the help of the rope. It appears as if they are doing a moonwalk. It's not a moonwalk, it's a very dangerous walk at a very difficult and a dangerous situation where they're trying to move in, and they will be able to finally eliminate terrorists. Right now, this is a demonstration, but in real life also, there had been several times such situations are encountered by our brave hearts, when we have seen that the terrorists had either tried to hijack a vehicle, and see, in this bus, they were trying to move and run away from that place. This bus was able to break Naka, and now you can look at how these commandos, they are trying to control the bus, and they are trying to flush out the terrorists inside. Not only that, the biggest and the daunting task before them is that how they have to save all those people who had been held hostage, because many a time they take people hostage, use them as human shield. Now, this is for the people to understand that how they risk their lives, who the real well-wishers are, because they are the one who are acting as shield for the people. On the other hand, the terrorists are using people as shield. See how they are standing before the bullets. They know there are chances of getting hit, but despite all those difficulties and challenges, all they are concerned about is the safety of the people inside the bus and how to flush out the terrorists from inside, how to backward the terrorists, neutralize them at this. So right now the operation is going on. So these are the situations they have to encounter almost every day in Jammu and Kashmir. But it is because of these commandos that so today, if we are seeing the peace, because the Prime Minister Narendra Modi came out to this place, we didn't see any Pakistani flag, we didn't see any kind of terror-related incident, no ISIS flag, it was all Tiranga, no bulletproof shield was required, and it was only Modi slogans resonating their Bakshi Stadium that was completely jam-packed. How this transformation has taken place? The transformation, the one who are responsible for this transformation are these commandos, these brave hearts of Jammu and Kashmir police, who are fighting day in and day out with all those terrorists who have been sent from across the border to target innocent civilians, because they are the one who stand like a shield, they are the one who stand like a rock. They take the bullets from their body to ensure peace and prosperity. And here also you can see how they have finally been able to eliminate the terrorists here. This is a demonstration, but in real life also there had been several encounters more difficult than this. They see they are holding a shield. They know that the terrorist who must be inside the bus, he will try to target them. See how they are trying to hold the shield in their hands. And these brave hearts are prepared for any kind of situation. It is not that easy. The politicians who are sitting inside the ivory tower, often trying to politicize the valor, often trying to raise question mark over each and every encounter. They should leave those ivory towers, they should leave those drawing rooms, come out and see once in the field under what difficult circumstances our brave hearts are fighting. One feels like saluting them. If today, me, you, anybody is moving in peace and they can move from one place to another, it is because of them. And now, very soon, the Lok Sabha elections will be announced, and once again, these politicians will be campaigning, moving from one place to another. And if they will be able to campaign, it will be only because of these brave hearts. If you see the tricolor fluttering, it is not because of the blowing wind. It is because of the last breath of the soldiers there on the ground. These brave hearts of Jammu and Kashmir police. And you can see a kind of a transformation. The weaponry, that jazba, that junoon, that grit, that determination, that willpower, that is really making the difference here on ground.
जो मुझे गोलियां लगी हैं या कहीं पे मेरी इंजरीज आई हुई हैं, दे आर माई मेडल्स.
अगर मैं यतीम हो गया तो बाकी लोगों को यतीम नहीं होने देना है.
Right now I'm joined by Tanveer Jalani. He is the principal of Lethpora Training Institute. His body bears scars of countless battle, and each bullet mark is testament to his unwavering commitment toward the nation and people of this region. मेरे ख्याल से शायद ही आपकी जिस्म का कोई अंग होगा जहाँ पे बुलेट मार्क नहीं होगा.
Pradeep, these are not the bullet marks. ये जो मुझे गोलियां लगी हैं या कहीं पे मेरी इंजरीज आई हुई हैं, दे आर माय मेडल्स मुझे देश के लिए लड़ने के लिए, जो मैंने यहाँ के लोगों के लिए गोलियां खाई हैं. आई वॉज वन मैन आर्मी इन डाउनटाउन श्रीनगर व्हेन आई वॉज पोस्टेड देयर. तो मैं खानियार और समवेयर इन बिटवीन खानियार एंड नौहटा, इट्स एन एरिया जहाँ पे जिसका नाम पांदान है. तो वहाँ की एक इन्फॉर्मेशन आई थी, तो उस इन्फॉर्मेशन पे मैं चला गया. तो वहाँ पे हमारा एनकाउंटर लग गया, जिस एनकाउंटर में मेरे को यहाँ बाजू पे यहाँ पे मुझे गोली लगी है. तो ये मेरा पूरा मसल उड़ गया था यहाँ पे. तो फिर ग्राफ्टिंग करनी पड़ी मुझे इस पे, टांग से मांस उठा के यहाँ पे लगाना पड़ा मुझे. इट वाज अ वेरी पेनफुल एंड लॉन्ग प्रोसीजर. उसके बाद मेरे को टांग पे भी एक जगह पे यहाँ बैक साइड पे गोली लगी है. तो डोडा में आई वॉज बिफोर दैट आई वॉज पोस्टेड इन डोडा डिस्ट्रिक्ट. तो यहाँ पे मेरे को स्प्लिंटर्स लगे हैं RL के, रॉकेट लॉन्चर के. तो ये आईडी ब्लास्ट मेरा बाबा डैम खानियार में हुआ था, जिसमें मेरी उंगली का टंडन टूट गया था. ये मेरा ग्रेनेड लॉबिंग में मुझे स्प्लिंटर आया हुआ था. तो ये उंगली मेरी फ्रैक्चर हुई थी. मेरा ये फ्रैक्चर हुआ है स्टोन पेल्टिंग में. जब एनकाउंटर के बाद स्टोन पेल्टिंग होती थी, तो ये मेरा फ्रैक्चर हुआ है. ये मेरा फ्रैक्चर हुआ है. मेरा नी फ्रैक्चर हुआ है. मेरा पाँव फ्रैक्चर हुआ है. There are innumerable fractures and injuries on all over my body.
When going gets tough, tough gets going. This exemplified by Ghazanfar Sayyid. He was 14-year-old when his father, who was also a police officer, he was killed by terrorists. He was coming out of mosque, and that was the time when covered terrorists opened fire. Ghazanfar साहब कैसे देखते हैं? तब आप कहाँ थे जब ये हादसा हुआ था आपके वालिद साहब वाला?
हम अनंतनाग के रहने वाले हैं. मेरे फादर की ड्यूटी थी श्रीनगर में, वो SHO महिस्मा लगे थे. शौक लगा हमें जब हमारे पास वो न्यूज़ आई कि इस तरह हुआ. तो सवाल सिर्फ मन में ये था कि क्यों, उन्होंने क्या किया? ये तो पुलिस अफसर थे, ये तो लोगों की रक्षा के लिए थे, ये तो लोगों में से थे, लोगों की रक्षा कर रहे थे, इनको क्यों? शौक लगा बहुत ज़्यादा. तो उस शौक से जब उभरे तो फैसला किया कि नहीं, ये अगर मेरे साथ हुआ है तो दूसरे के साथ नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर दहशतगर्द यहाँ पे दहशतगर्दी मचा रहे हैं इस्लाम के नाम पे, ये तो इस्लाम नहीं है कि बंदा मस्जिद से बाहर जा रहा है. अगर आपको जंग लड़नी है तो आप लड़ो सामने सामने. बंदा मस्जिद से बाहर जा रहा है नमाज पढ़ के, और वो भी फ्राइडे के दिन, तो आप पिस्टल लेके उसके पीछे जाते हो और मार देते हो. ये तो किसी कुरान में, ये तो किसी जहाद में नहीं है, ये तो किसी दीन में नहीं है. तो मैंने उसी दिन रिजॉल्व कर दिया कि अगर मैं यतीम हो गया तो बाकी लोगों को यतीम नहीं होने देना है. वर्दी पहननी है, लोगों की रक्षा करनी है.
These terrorists very well know that they can't match the firepower of our brave hearts or their grit and determination. That's one of the reasons that often they try to target those unarmed police personnel while they are going home for leave or they are going home to celebrate any kind of a festival. There had been several cases where they try to target them. Like cowards, they come, they try to target them. So here at Lethpora School, they are provided training so that unarmed combat training can be provided to them to deal with such kind of a situation. That means soldier is always a soldier, whether he is with a weapon or without a weapon. That's one of the reasons that you can see the terrorist is trying to target this man who was going home for duty and see how he's able to counter that threat. So that is a specialized kind of a training that is being provided to these commandos. That makes them really the fierce battle fighting force. That's one of the reasons that on several occasions we have seen that the terrorists failed to make their presence felt, though they had been trying their level best to destabilize peace. And over the period of time, we have seen that the peace is limping back to normalcy. It is because of these brave hearts and the training that is being provided. During this 1 month course, they are provided training. One, how to use different kind of weaponry, the modernized weaponry. Second, how to just evacuate this building. Besides jungle warfare, urban warfare, and also unarmed combat training is being provided to them. Now let me show you. It's like how they will be just moving inside the building. At times, building catches fire because what terrorists try to do, they try try to set building on fire so that these soldiers are not able to come inside. But how see these commandos will be moving inside the building because they have to save lives of the people. That's really very important for them. And here in this training you can see these daredevil brave hearts, they are just jumping inside the building without thinking about themselves because their lux is only peace, prosperity, stability and integrity of the country. That is for something that they live for.
हम लड़ रहे हैं अपने जम्मू कश्मीर के जो लोग हैं उनके हिफाजत के लिए।